I'm like, oh my goodness, my stomach just dropped. Oh Lord. and usually like, I'm not really nervous, but that first, you know, that little uh-oh. And then it kind of something kicks in. It's like, okay, it's go time. From the womb I was born into a world of endless. I grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I had two parents that were addicted to drugs. I was bred to work hard. You know, I got my first full-time job at 12 and my first apartment at 13. And then when I was 18, I had developed a drug addiction myself. And that took me on a ride for 5 years, five long years. And then after that, one day, I woke up clean. And so after that, I started singing. My first voice teacher, he told me I was an opera singer. And I told him, nah, no, black people don't do that. We don't do that. He black, you know. So I said, okay. I didn't know it was going to take me between 10 and 15 years. I didn't get the memo. You see what I'm saying? I didn't really know at the time, but now looking back, singing to me was like a life jacket thrown to me every time I was drowning in life. Whatever that was to try to push me under, whether it be, you know, sexual abuse, neglect, my parents leaving, not feeling smart enough or pretty enough or just enough. So I tell this sweet little girl inside my world, we made it, everything is alright. Music was just there to save the day. The Deonna Marie experience, from the crack house to the opera house, it's a roller coaster of feelings. Now I'm gonna give you a quick lesson in drug dealing. Don't do it, it's illegal. It's a story of hope, fearlessness, and achievement. I am important. I am worthy. I know that this is not just for me. I am worthy of my heart's deepest desire. And I said, I want my show to be somewhere different, somewhere eclectic. I want like unicorns like galloping around, and this is kind of what I said. And then I was like, Factory Obscura, that's the place.
What most people recognize us for is our built experiences, like Mixtape, which is it's a fully immersive world that you're invited to come in and touch and interact and explore, climb, crawl, slide, do all the things. We also create these immersive experiences through performances and events, like Deonna's show. And it felt like a really important story that needs to be heard.
You know, this is the Deonna Marie experience, and this is an experience that I want everybody to be free. Y'all see what I'm saying? So can somebody say, yeah, girl?
And you can see that when you're watching her perform, that she really is meant to be on the stage.
And, you know, I mean, I had 2 jobs, money wasn't a problem, and, you know, and what else did we do?
The first year was amazing. I enrolled in college, is what you did.
Oh yeah, no, we had 2 jobs and something. She's amazing. She's an amazing person, amazing human. I couldn't have done any of this without her.
When I met Deonna, instantly, like, I ran over to introduce myself to her because I was like, she's just magical being. And we started talking, and then we would like sit together, and then one day she's just telling me her story, and I was like, oh my God.
Shawty would come in, she wore like a wife beater with no bra on, and she had on some baggy jeans and some Timbs and a fitted. Oh my God. It's good to have worked with someone that I trust. It just gives you the permission to be okay to be vulnerable, you know? You get 5 for 20. Now I didn't want to tell her, but I needed what she had, and she had plenty. Just needed a little bit to get the sickness off. We played cards and she blew crack smoke right in my face. Mama, I got something to tell you. Mama, I get high too, and I'm sick, Mama.
Crack is a drug. It's a powerful drug.
I need you to...
Any worries, any fears, any insecurities, any stress of any kind is dissipated in an instant.
You've got the sweetest, gentle form, the taste that I adore.
I had gone through so much stress, and this little white pebble like took it away.
Like a dream.
So I made a love song about one of the loves of my life.
Reality. Oh, crack rock.
The first 4 or 5 years of my career focused on substance use and mental health. And I'm also 11 years in my own recovery. I mean, anyone who's ever experienced heartbreak knows what addiction is, knows what a part of addiction is like, right? When you say, your friends all say, well, how could you text that person again? How could you go back to them, right?
Oh, crack rock. Where have you been all my life? You make me...
We all have this thing, and we just judge each other on, it depends on what we think is best or not. And I used to with my mom all the time, like I hated her, like, why don't you just pick your kids? Why don't you just be my mom? And I forgave her instantly, in that instant. That first hit of her crack pipe that I took, I was released from the burden of, you see.
The idea is to humanize. We need to humanize each other, not stigmatize and write each other off. And so seeing someone tell their own story about it is how we do that.
Oh, crack rock, where have you been?
I got pulled over by the police making a drug run for my mama. The police officer said that I had a warrant out for my arrest.
Oh, crack rock, where have you been?
The judge calls my name, and he tells me that I had over 50 parking tickets in the same spot. Miss Catledge, I sentence you to 60 days in the Kent County Jail. I went to jail for parking tickets, and I had a bunch of crack on me that day too. That's crazy. When I got in my cell, I'm sitting there and I'm crying. I was the lowest and loneliest I had ever been in my life, but I had this overwhelming urge to sing. I don't know about tomorrow. I just live from day to day. And I just started singing, and I don't even know where it came from. It just came out. I'm like, what is this? It's sunshine, for its skies may turn to gray. I went out, and I looked up to hundreds of adoring fans. They were clapping and they were crying. I was a celebrity in jail. You know what I mean? The first time, I was booked and busy, highly sought after singer in jail. Yep. I was somebody in here. I didn't want to go back out there. I didn't want to be a junkie. I just was afraid. Please, I don't want to go back to my mom's. I don't know what to do. I do believe in second chances. I believe in the impossible. I don't want to put limits on it. I think that at this point is limitless. There will be, music and a book, and I'm hoping a television series, a documentary, perhaps a movie. Honestly, at the end, I want people to leave better. Meaning, I want people to, maybe they've judged somebody with addiction.
Whenever
Maybe some people have gone through one or more things that I've gone through, and they're bitter, and they're not allowing their light to shine. Hopefully when they step out, their world is better. You know what I mean?
I am worthy of my heart's deepest desire. And guess what?